Yeah, remember that whole Islander Day episode and how people didn't like that? Yeah, consider this kind of like that, only a little closer to home. Hey, welcome to episode number 145 of the Langille Show. My name is Brian Langille, and I figured the weather's nice, so I figured I'd come out here and share not only the sunny Charlottetown weather, but this beautifully mowed lawn, because it's all about having a nicely trimmed lawn. So, I consider myself to be a bit of a nice guy. I like to talk to people. I consider myself polite. I'm friendly. I'm good with stuff like that, especially to people who are visiting from away. Maybe I could be like the poster child for tourism when it comes to PEI, because I'll talk to anybody. I'm really friendly that way. I think I get it from my dad. The point is, it's kind of my gimmick. I'm kind of nice to people. That's what people think when they think Langille. They think nice. But unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't quite pan out, because despite the fact that I have the greatest intentions of all time, sometimes, just sometimes, they don't quite pan out. And if you're watching this on the Langille Show, I'm willing to bet you've already figured out that's exactly where this is going. So a couple weeks ago, we had this little thing called Skills Canada, and by little, I mean it was a national competition, and nothing in Canada is small, right? So I'm there setting up the max and everything's going great, and they asked me if I could recommend any great places to eat. And I was like, you know what? A great place to go is a place called Maid Marian's. It's a diner here in Charlottetown. I mean, it's been here for 40-some years. It's an amazing place. And I said, if there's a place you want to go, this is it. And they said, what do they serve? I said, well, it's all-day breakfast sort of stuff. But, I mean, you can get steak sandwiches, you can get burgers, it's a diner. You can get all that sort of thing. So they asked why the Maid Marian's been. I said, it's got a huge Robin Hood theme. Like there's the, Friar Tuck meal, and there's the Robin Hood breakfast, et cetera, et cetera. And one of the guys was huge on this. He's like, I love Robin Hood. This would be great. Where is it? I said, well, it's in Sherwood. And he goes, of course it's in Sherwood. Where else would it be? So I gave him directions, et cetera, et cetera. And he said, yeah, we're going to check it out tonight. And I was like, that's awesome. That's really cool. There's only one small problem with this, and I'll get to that in a second. The next day I go back in, I'm talking to the guys, and I said, did you happen to make it to Maid's last night? And they were like, no, we wanted to, but we didn't get a chance to make it. So we're going to go tonight. In fact, you should go with us. I think that'd be really cool. And I was like, yeah, about that. It kind of burnt down last night. Yeah, I know. What in the hell are the chances of that, right? But no, seriously, if you follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you guys already knew where this was going. Or if you're in the Charlottetown area, you clearly knew where this is going. Yeah, so obviously they didn't go to Maid's. But, before anyone started sending me any hate mail like I got with the whole Islander Day thing, I think it's horrible this place burnt down. I miss it just as much as everybody else. I'm just telling the story where it's kind of weird that I mention it one day and it burns down that night. So I'm not making fun of the fact it burnt down. I don't consider fires and, tragedies like that funny in any way. I'm more talking about the fact that, the irony of trying to be polite and it backfiring on me. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you for watching episode number 145 of The Langille Show. You can check me out at thelangilleshow.com and youtube.com. You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Langille and TLS Live. That show airs at 8 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Atlantic, 5 o'clock Pacific, and 1 a.m. GMT. I'm going to go because the weather is awesome. But before I go, one last piece of advice. You gotta love a well-trimmed lawn. Take care.